Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What Do You Dream podcast. I'm Nick with Kristi.
Hello.
And today it is episode 20. We're going a bit early for our end of year show because you know what? We have lives.
We do.
And we want to have a break because as much as we love you all and appreciate every single listen, every single download, we need a break to bring you some good content next year. Make it fun, make it amazing. And also I'd like to say to Kristi, congratulations on 1,600 downloads.
Oh, yay!
We tried recording this earlier. We tried recording this earlier, and at the time it was 1,500, now it's 1,600, so it's like, whoa, we're doing good. And it's all thanks to every single one of you. And of course, if you guys have any dreams, anything you want to ask us, anything at all, you can email us at whatdoyoudreampodcast@gmail.com or follow us at whatdoyoudreampodcast on Facebook or Instagram.
I can't believe we're at episode 20. I didn't think we'd make it past episode 3, but here we are, 20 episodes later. We made it.
20 episodes, 6 months.
It's been a journey, that's for sure. Sounds like we're finishing up, but no, we are coming back next year, I promise.
We're finishing up for the year. We're like putting a bookend to the season. And we, even at the point, we weren't even thinking about seasons.
No.
No. We didn't even think that far ahead.
We were just doing episode at a time, seeing how we were going. But we're doing pretty good, and we have some amazing listeners. Yes, give yourself a pat on the back or fairy claps or, a big round of applause. Because without you guys, we probably would have stopped at episode 3.
I know. Yeah, that's true. I think that's so true. It's like, and it's been, this is going to be a very different episode. So if you guys were tuning in today for like any dream analysis or anything like that, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be reviewing our year.
Yeah.
What episodes, like we'll talk about like what episodes we liked, what were our highlights, what we've learnt, and it's just changing up the format a bit just so we can keep it interesting and fresh as we round out the year. But speaking of end of year stuff, I'm going to start off with a fun story for you.
Oh no.
It is that time of year where businesses have Christmas parties to round out the year. And Kristi and I had our Christmas party.
We did on Friday.
And it was cut exceptionally short at 10 p.m.
I'm just going to say it was the worst Christmas party I have ever attended. Ever. And I've had some pretty shit Christmas parties before at previous workplaces, but this is like the topping on the cake of shittest Christmas party ever. If I would have known how crap it was going to be, I would not have gone. I wasted my entire Friday night getting all dressed up, doing my hair, doing my makeup, trekking it into the city because y'all know how much I hate fucking going into the city. And it was such a disappointment. I mean, I got to see you, Nick, and I got to see a few people from my team, which was nice. It was nice to see everyone.
And we had a fun time. We made fun.
We did.
We had a fun time of it, and I showed off some dance moves.
Did you? Did you dance?
I did a slut drop. I did a slut drop.
You did do a slut drop. I should have filmed it.
I basically gave Kristi and another friend a professional lap dance.
You did.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah.
Well, I wasn't in the lap because I would crush you. I sat in someone else's lap.
Okay, the first thing I want to talk about the Christmas party is your outfit. Okay, so...
My outfit was fine!
No. So, normally Christmas parties, girls dress up, they put on a pretty dress and some heels, and guys, put on a button-up shirt, put some nice going-out shoes on, maybe a pair of chinos or some, good pair of jeans. What does Nick turn up with? A black plain t-shirt, which was like 3 sizes way too small. Excuse
me, I was complimented on how good I look. I was.
It was way too small. And then you're wearing these like jeans, which were they like elastic around the top? Were they just elastic jeans?
I had a belt.
Oh, okay. Well, they were elastic around your ankles. It was those kinds of jeans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then just a pair of black sneakers. Like, you didn't even try. You could have worn that to the gym, to be honest. You could have worn that to the gym. You didn't even try.
Who wears jeans at a gym?
Normally you would wear a nice button shirt. You'd probably wear a pair of chinos or something. And, I mean, I guess you could get away with sneakers.
That's what I wear for work. But that's what I wear at work every day when I was going into the office.
Yes, but,
yeah.
We're also in the city, and that's what you wear. That's what you wear.
But who am I impressing? Who am I impressing?
Do you really want me to go there?
I will go. Yeah, we can go there. I'm not there to impress anybody. I'm there to have a fun time. No ill intentions.
Says
nothing, anything.
Says the guy who has asked out nearly every single woman in the office.
That is such bullshit, and know it.
And then
it's been three women.
The cherry on top is every time you've asked out a woman, she's pretty much left within a month or two. She's left the company.
No, the third one didn't. No, third one ended up leaving, but not soon after. That was a year and a half after.
Please.
And that was... Well, and look, it's not every single woman in the business.
I did say every single woman in the business between the age of 25 and 30. No, I should say 20 and 30. No. That kind of age bracket.
Yeah, well, that's number one, factually inaccurate. Number two, it's absolutely fine to see someone that you might be interested in at an office. What else?
It's not fine though when you ask out, when one says no and then you just move straight on to the next single woman in the business.
Bullshit.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. And I have so many people.
And then, oh my God.
I have so many people who would agree with me.
Nah, that's a load of crap, but I'm going to leave it there for the sake of the listeners.
I'll let the listeners decide.
Look, we'll address this next year because I'm pretty sure I'll have more weird sex dreams / date dreams that someone can listen to and might enjoy.
Well, most of your dreams that you've had, if we're reminiscing about all our episodes, have been about someone you know and work with.
No.
Yes.
I've had plenty of action dreams. I had the huge action dreams that had no one I knew. I've had, especially the dating ones and the sexy time ones, it's never, maybe once, but that's different. Yeah, of course you're going to have a sex dream about someone you, work with
I have never had a sex dream about someone I've worked with.
Ever, period.
Ever.
Never, ever.
Never.
Not even, a dude that you're hey, he's kind of hot.
Nope.
Nothing like that.
Nope, because I see work as work and you never shit where you eat. You do not date someone from your workplace. But also men and women, I think we've got very different brains. Men are much more... That's for sure.
Yeah, men are much more hoo-ha, hoo-ha,
yeah.
hoo-ha.
Men think with their penis. Women think with their brain.
Sure. But yeah, so that is the theme. That is a general theme. And I think we've learned a lot about themes of ourselves. Your themes seem to go around horror and change, which I think fits really well with horror. I think horror works really well with exploring change and the themes of change. And I think especially this year we've learned a lot about the not anxieties, but I'm trying to think of a better word, the worries of more responsibility, more change, the big steps for you. Because you've gone through some big steps this year.
Have I?
Yeah.
What big steps did I go through?
Was it this year or last year? I don't... When did you get married?
Oh, I did get married this year. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, wow, you're so bad with your life.
I keep forgetting because it happened before lockdown. And
just before it too.
Just before lockdown. And lockdown went for about 3.5 to almost 4 months. And that just felt like the whole year. So honestly, if you asked me, did I get married last year? I would probably answer yes. Because it just felt so long ago.
I thought that too. And I think that's the thing. You've had a big change in your life. Well, not really, because you're basically married, but whatever. And then we've had this big existential crisis of a virus that's kind of pushed us around and was one of the main catalysts for this podcast. And it's interesting because it kind of goes back to that giant theme of we're trying to change our circumstances despite our current situation. You know what I mean? Like we took a chance, had a bit of fun with it, and that's the main thing. We've been having fun. But one thing I gotta say, what would have been your favorite episode? And I'm gonna say before we go into favorite episodes, I'm ruling out the interview with Brigitte. Holzinger.
Well, because that would have been my favorite.
That was mind blowing. Like that was
like a podcast career
experience.
highlight for me.
I, honest to God, never thought we would ever interview anyone of importance. No offense to our first ever guest host, Alicia. We very much appreciated your time, but she's not a doctor yet. There's always potential, Alicia.
There is.
You've always got a potential.
I think my favorite dream would have to be the Dear Charlie episode.
Oh my God,
that dream. I still think about that dream every now and then. It just felt so real, and I can still remember it like I dreamt it yesterday. Like it just felt so
It was such a good
real.
episode.
It was. And the fact that
no one listened.
Huh?
And no one listened, which is bullshit.
No, it's doing better now.
I stand by that.
It's climbing the charts.
Is it?
Yes, if you want to listen to like
charts.
a really,
cool.
really detailed dream that I had, listen to Dear Charlie. I can't remember what episode number it is, but the fact that I remembered almost everything I wrote in that letter still blows my mind.
Yeah, it was so surreal to be part of that reviewing experience.
That is definitely the best dream I've had. For sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was one of the best dreams I think we've ever had in the show. And that was going to be my answer.
Oh, really?
But because it was that good.
Yeah.
And now I need to now I'm having to review our catalog. We have a catalog. Can you believe it?
I know.
We have to review our catalog.
20 episodes
I know.
worth.
It's crazy. I think I did really enjoy. I'm trying to think because Dear Charlie was just amazing.
It was. Hold on, now I gotta go through our catalogue because I can't remember.
Yeah, no. Funnily enough, I think the Squid Game episode wasn't. I don't remember. The dream was pretty meh, as dreams went. But I'd probably say my favorite. Uptown Croc was pretty good. That was a really good episode. I enjoyed that one. That was the episode where you were Billy Joel, but not Billy Joel, but also Billy Joel.
Yeah.
And I was doing like a Crocopolis bloody action adventure. That was fun. I think at that point it was it was a fun way of exploring your anxieties for your dream, and mine's obviously I'm too bored, I want to have stuff explode and deal with crocodiles.
Yeah. You know what?
It's
since that episode I have had that Billy Joel dream again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
I had it a couple of weeks ago. And I woke up singing the song again. It was the exact same dream. I went on stage, I forgot all the lyrics, and it was
second time round, you think you know it by now.
Oh, that's not the second time I've had it. I've had it many times. You think I'd know it by now. To Uptown Girl.
God damn.
Yeah, but I woke up singing it, and it was the same thing. I was kind of like, how do I not know the lyrics to this? And I felt like a fool on stage.
You're a fool.
A fool.
And so I think that's going over our two favorites. I think we have to talk about that interview we had.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was what was the episode time? It was episode 16, Lucid Dreams, featuring Dr. Brigitte Holzinger. That was honestly, it was surprisingly a bigger moment than I thought it would be.
I had so much fun.
Me specifically.
I had so much fun.
Yeah. So, for context, for everyone out there, there was a lot of pre-planning and emails back and forth, and I may have stuffed up.
You stuffed up big time.
I stuffed up.
You had one
really
job.
badly. I got
You had one job.
I had one job. she like Brigitte was so cool. She's like, "Yep, let's pick this date." I got the day completely wrong.
Completely wrong.
We left her. Didn't even talk to her until I realized the day after, and I was it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, she was apparently sitting there waiting for about half an hour for us to join the call, and I didn't know because you told me the wrong date, so I'm completely innocent here.
Yeah.
You fucked up big time.
It was just it was a mistake. Big mistake.
Yeah.
But Brigitte was such a bloody good sport.
She was a legend.
She agreed to actually still do the interview,
I
which
know.
I honestly would not. If I was in her shoes, I'd be like, "Nah, screw you guys."
Yeah, I would have done the same. I would have been like, "You had one chance and one chance only."
Yeah, but yeah, so and it was fantastic. But like for me, I was surprised on how transformative it was, just in terms of like how to take a look at our dreams and how it's used as a tool for like, development and self-help that I never ever thought of.
Yes, that's what I learned most through that interview is the self-help part, because that was just amazing. Especially the part where she started talking about nightmares and how people actually avoid sleeping because they have nightmares every night, and the fact that lucid dreaming has proven to help people overcome their nightmares so they can actually enjoy sleeping again. That blew my mind.
It's correct. It was just so interesting, and like how she kind of put a bow on our show format in that dream, because what we were saying, it was dream analysis, but before the show we were talking about, would you like to participate in dream analysis? And she actually said, well, would it be okay not to phrase it as such? And be like, okay. And she said something along the lines, this isn't word for word, that it's in her discipline, it's not so much about dream analysis as dream discussion. And I was like, okay. And that it's more of when we were doing the episode, it was very much a collaborative discussing it in a collaborative way to find the origins of things rather than looking for symbols and interpreting it. It was because we were just like, that's what we're doing. We're discussing, not analyzing, but it was that like interesting element of sharing to then grow, which I was just mind blown at that whole like revelation, because I'm like, we do this for fun. It's like, wait, this is an actual big moment kind of thing.
It was. It was such a big moment.
Yeah.
So that definitely tops my list.
It was like, it's still, even if nothing else comes from this, having had that experience is amazing. And being able to go back to that whenever we want is something I'll treasure forever. Like, I'll just show it to everybody, you know? It's funny. So we get some emails from time to time from a thing called Chartable. Yeah. And we've gotten some strange, like, again, we love you guys. Everyone who's listening. We think you are the absolute best. But we're surprised at the global reach.
Oh my God, I know.
Our audience has.
I know.
Because, again, we're just some bloody what you have zits just talking on the internet. And we've, like, touched people across the world.
We
Not
have.
touched like that. Get your mind out of the gutter.
You went there. Why do you
I
always
went there.
Like start off the sentence so positive and then it just ends up in the gutter? You need to work on that over the Christmas holidays. You're definitely on Santa's naughty list.
No, Santa and I are cool. We literally got the same name. We're cool. And also maybe that's why dating's so hard.
Santa's married.
Who knows? It's a...
He's got a wife.
I'm not going to marry Santa. I'm saying that's why I'm single.
No,
because I take things to the gutter.
Oh, I thought you were saying because you like Santa Claus. I'm like, but Santa's married. You just have issues.
No. Okay, no. So the source we got is from Pod Status. So we got some crazy stats. We ended up getting, so just to put just for anyone who's somehow skipped to this point. We got these stats to summarize our charts over 2020, 61. And I'll read them out to you now. We were 33rd category for comedy podcast in Vietnam.
Woo!
61 or 61st. I'm just going to say 61 comedy podcast in Saudi Arabia.
Woo!
133rd in comedy podcast in Indonesia.
Oh, Indonesia, you can do better. Come on. At least in the top 100.
You can get it up.
Come on.
Of course. And last but certainly not least is position 185 in India.
Yeah, India, and you can do better too. Come on.
For all of my people on the big subcontinent, or you know what? You're not a subcontinent, you're a proper continent. I know you're technically in Asia, but we'll give you the full India continent. We are just, again, we're so amazed that one person's listening to this, let alone all of you wonderful people across the world who are so interested. Like, we have listeners in bloody Germany, the US, all over the shop. And it's, again, because of you, why you people are so interested in us. I don't know why. Is why we're still able to do this.
It actually boggles my mind that people are listening to us. I mean, we're from Australia and we have like 4 people in Australia listening compared to I don't even know how many people I can tell you listening in like Vietnam, India, the US. It absolutely shits on the reach that we've got here in our own country. So thank you. Thank you. Australians, you can go fuck yourself.
Unless you want to sponsor us, then you can send us an email.
Yes, please.
Please, we'll take a sponsorship. But I think that's the one thing. It really, like, it's funny because I feel really excited, really proud, but also super humbled that people enjoy this.
Yeah.
And I think, again, this whole kind of process has been so... I think I've been really reflecting on myself and this whole process lately. And I'm going to go on a self-reflective tangent.
Oh God.
Because like I'm someone, and I think Kristi's on the same page with this. I think Kristi and I are both very creative people. And that, like, while we do get to exercise, in professional speaking way, I don't get to, and I also don't sound professional, but in a professional setting, I don't get to exercise it. Kristi more so than me, but it's been good to be able to exercise this creative muscle, like, over this 6 months, because I think it shows that we're more creative than we give ourselves credit for, and that people enjoy it, but also, like, it's been really good to, I think, honestly, my number one takeaway from this is I've really enjoyed getting to know you, Kristi, much better, because I feel like we've learned a lot about each other during this.
Yeah.
And it's been like, and I think that's the main thing, is that I've learned a lot about you, and I still feel like we've got more to learn about each other, but it's actually been a genuinely pleasurable experience.
Aww.
Getting to know a friend in this kind of way. You know what I mean? Like,
that's like the nicest thing you've ever said to me. So where's Nick and what have you done with him?
Okay, wait. Future Nick, snip at this so Kristi can listen to this when I call her rude things.
Yes.
That's just.
I'm just gonna grab that section and play it on repeat when you piss me off.
But then I think of that, and then I come back to our, like, what we're doing here, in that we're sharing our dreams, learning about each other, and then playing around with those dreams to then grow. And that I can apply that to other things in my life. It's that maybe opening up a bit more. Like, I'm not a closed off person, but being able to open up a little bit more to certain people. Because it's like, again, like, I would say I was very open with you about stuff and things with life before we started doing this, but I feel like now it's more, you know what I mean? It's more open. We've learned a lot more about each other.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Like, even when we used to just talk in the office, we'd never go this deep. And sometimes we do go pretty deep in our podcast, and it's kind of nice. I get to know you on more of a personal level than a professional level.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing. It's that it's like, usually we're very busy during the week. This is probably like the best time we get during the week to spend time together doing this and catching up as well. So that's also another good thing, because especially, like, let's say in the future, like, say whatever, we stop working together, I still see us making an effort because of not just this, but I feel like now you make more of an effort. Because, like, you know, when you make friends at work or like school or anything like that, and then you move to that next stage, you drop friends off.
You do.
Which is natural.
You do.
But I feel like because of this journey we've had, I think it's like, no, you know, I want to have, like, you want to make an effort to keep important people in your life. You know what I mean?
I'm important in your life?
I guess so.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's so nice to hear.
Don't let it go to your head.
It's gone to my head.
Why am I being so nice? Why am I being so nice? I don't know.
It's gone straight to my head.
But it was interesting because I've been reflecting on this particularly because going back to the start of the podcast, at our Christmas party, we had someone asked me, someone who listens to this podcast, said, what was the one thing I learnt about this process? And I think that what I've just said is what I've learnt the most about. It's the valuing your current friendships and also not taking current friendships for granted because there's always something a little bit more that you can go with. And that the dreams have just been that vehicle to learn about someone else's experiences, someone else's, like, dreams, fears, and then allow me to be able to look at that and grow as a person in that, like, reflective way. And I feel like, and just to think of where we started to have, like, and to where we are now. You know?
Yeah.
Like, have you listened to some of those early ones? Which feels like years ago. Even though it's been 6 months.
I haven't, because I don't like the sound of my voice. Not that anyone does. I think I sound like a 10-year-old child, but I can't help the way I sound. But I know from the first couple episodes, I was so nervous and I barely spoke. Like, I barely said a word. And the more we kept going, the more I would speak and the more I kept talking. And, like, now I'd say we're probably about 50-50 even on, you know, who talks. On the radar, it's about 50-50. But when we started, it was like 80% you, 20% me. I barely said a word. And I just don't think I was used to it.
Some episodes, it's like 60-40. Like, some episodes, this is like, you can tell when it's a Kristi episode.
Like the musical one.
It's
But yeah, because I'm not afraid of public speaking, but I'm a kind of person where I don't really tell stories about myself because I don't want people to get bored. And I don't find myself interesting. I think I'm such a boring person because there's nothing in my life that I could kind of say, oh, I did this and it's really cool and I can fly planes, or I'm in the army and I shoot people. Not that I don't know why that came to my head.
Jeez, okay, wow. Everyone in the army who shot someone, you're cool, according to Kristi.
But I just don't think I have a fascinating life, so that's why I don't normally tend to talk about myself. So that's probably why I didn't talk much at the start. But then when I found we had more people listening and our episodes, like, the listener count was just going up every single day, I was like, oh, maybe people are interested, you know, but I don't want it going to my head because that's not the kind of person I am. Like, I like to stay very humble. Except when you said there's really nice things about me. That went straight to my head.
You're just like, oh my god, my head's so big. I never know.
So yeah, that's probably a lot to it. And of course I was nervous because I've never done a podcast before. So, and I don't like being center of attention. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate being center of attention.
I like it for a bit.
No.
I can only take, like, so much until I'm, like, overwhelmed.
No, I hate it. That was one of the things I was not looking forward to at my wedding. And everyone's like, but it's your wedding. And I'm like, I know, but I don't want to be center of attention. I hate it.
Everyone look away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Everyone look at Travis, don't look at me.
Everyone look at Travis, I'm not here. But I got over it, so.
I mean, yay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think it's when you mentioned the like, oh, I'm too boring to like tell stories about, but I think if anything, it's gone to show how interesting something you think isn't interesting is to someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like even, and I don't know if it's just because of how our brains are, because like again, we're both creative leaning people. I feel like we are naturally pretty good storytellers, so would that translate well into dreams? So you know what, that actually might be an interesting thing to talk about next season, like creative people versus logical people and how they dream differently, because that'd be really interesting. Because like because like my movies play out, because my strength is like I think obviously I'm thinking in an action-paced screenplay, and that's how I write, or I write rom-com screenplay, and that's how it comes out. But it's like, it's that thing of, I think we've all got so many interesting stories. Like what? So I remember, okay, this has triggered something. Like for you, when you were growing up with your parents, learning Hungarian and only speaking that primarily, and you're like, what? That is so interesting. How many people have this? You know what? No, but like that's what I mean. It's like what you think. Well, this was normal for me. It's not normal for someone else, because like, I grew up in a, like my dad's Hong Kong Chinese, my mum's white Australian, and I heard, you know, Cantonese spoken, but I never spoke it. So like having you say you spoke Hungarian, it's like, whoa, this is really interesting. It's like, but yeah, it's that like what you take for granted or you think is boring is someone else's, whoa, this is amazing. And I think that's a good takeaway for anyone else listening. It's like, if you think your stories aren't good enough to share, give it a go. That's all you know what I mean? Like there's a way, like sharing is not going to say caring, but I think sharing helps. It helps just make things better.
It does.
People like, because again, we're all collaborative. Human beings, we're so collaborative, and we want to share. Because again, going back to what this podcast is, it's like, what did you dream? What happened? Tell me about it. I want to hear. Because how many times do we go, like, you send me a message, I'll send you a message going, oh my God, I got this crazy dream for the podcast. And it's like, what? I can't wait to hear it. You know, it's like, it's that bit extra. That's like really fun about the whole thing. So don't be afraid to share your stories.
It's funny you say that, because I was on TikTok the other day, and I follow this other podcast, and they did a little TikTok video, and it was like, oh, no one likes to hear about other people's dreams, and I got so offended. Like,
I'm offended.
The whole 20-second TikTok was them two talking about how much they hate hearing about other people's dreams and how they find it so pretentious because they just don't care. And I was like, it just like,
they sound like really guarded people.
I was so offended. I was like, our whole podcast is based on that idea. Like, are you telling us
do a reply?
We're frauds? And then I was like, no, you know what?
Reply and start some beef.
I was like, I should have. 100% should have. And I was like, no, you know what? People do like listening, because obviously our listener count goes up every day. So I just kind of did like a big fuck you to them, because I was like, I was very offended. I unfollowed them after that. I was like, how dare you?
Take that!
I was like, how dare
you? Action.
How dare you? Yeah.
What was the podcast?
Oh, they're people from our company.
I know exactly. Okay, you know what? I'll reach out to them. I know what you're talking about.
Do you know who I'm talking about, though?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Male and female.
Okay, no idea.
Victoria based. Wait.
Victoria. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll start some beef with them. It'll be good for them. We'll do it. I'll reach out. I'll be like, hey, what are you doing? I work in HR.
I don't want to plug them, because I don't want to give them any more airtime than they deserve. But
yeah, you know what? What's your inbox? I can't send poop in the inbox, but don't worry.
I mean, you could, but
poop emoji.
Oh wait, no, inbox. Yeah, sorry, no, you can't.
Inbox. No, I'm not going to send poop in the mail. I know you can send poo in the mail if you're doing one of those like bowel screening things. But
really? You should you should do that. Just shit in a little cup. I'm not old enough.
I'm not old enough to share the poop stuff.
No.
But you can't just send random poop. Like, they know, like, it's a special... It's not like you can go, I'm really feeling shitty today in more ways than one. I'm going to send a little, like, mason jar of shit to bloody Bazza and Wagga or something.
We should glitter bomb them. Glitter bomb them.
Poo bomb?
Not poo bomb, just glitter bomb. You know when that you... Because I know a while ago I saw there was this company and you could send glitter bombs to people you hate, and it was like tiny, tiny particles of glitter. It's the stuff you can't get out for days. So if it gets in your hair or on you, no matter how many times you shower, it's going to be there for days. We should glitter bomb them. And then be like, what do you dream, motherfuckers?
I've signed the we have a pranking waiver, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've done that. It's fine.
I don't want to get fired either, so...
Nah, it'll be good. It'll be good. We'll tell fun corporate culture, all that jazz.
Do we have lawyers? Like we might need to get some What Do You Dream lawyers. Do we have any
I dreamt about a lawyer.
Do we have any lawyer listeners? If we do have any lawyer listeners, can you please tell us if we send a rival podcast glitter bomb, can we get fired from our jobs?
Yeah. And then it's just like, yes. It's just straight up, yes, absolutely.
Yes, do not send glitter bombs. But
it's man.
So you know it was
also I think.
Go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
I was going to change the topic. No, I was going to change the topic. You go.
Well, so was I. So was I.
Oh, okay. You change the topic, and then I'll change your topic.
Okay. I was going to say, it was nice seeing you on Friday at the Christmas party. I forgot how tall you are.
It was nice, but strange.
I forgot how tall you are and how sweaty you get. Fuck, you were sweaty.
Yeah, it was fucking hot.
It was not hot. It was like 12 degrees outside.
Yeah, outside I was fine. Inside, different. Completely different. Anyway, I sweat a lot, and that's fine because it helps cool me off in a workout. But part of the problem with that is that if I don't keep on drinking water, I get horrible headaches.
Yeah,
if I'm working out.
Yeah, really?
I'm just
because you just sweat so much. Yeah, right.
It's like right now I'm not sweaty. I'm just glistening. Because I didn't shower this morning.
Ew.
You shower every morning?
I shower every day.
I shower after the gym of an evening. I don't do it in the morning.
Yeah, but for a sweaty man, you should be showering in the morning.
No, but I'm not sweating right now. I'm not sweating right now. It's like, so I'm going to change the topic to see. No, actually, you know what? No. So it was fun. It was fun seeing you.
It was fun
until it was fun until it was shit.
Yeah, this is what happened, right? So our Christmas party started at 6 p.m. and it was at a pub in the city, and our work had hired out a small private room upstairs, and normally our Christmas parties go till at least midnight. At least. And so it got to about 10 o'clock and we're sitting there having a great time. We were having so much fun. And the DJ, started to turn down the music gradually to the point where the music was off, and then all the lights turned on. And we're standing there. Everyone, there was about, still 60 people there? 60, 70 people?
I'd say that, yeah.
And we're all standing there going, what the hell is going on? We thought maybe there'd be speeches. We're like, it's a bit late for speeches or something, some announcement. And then the pub just goes, all right, everyone needs to get out. So they've basically just kicked out 60 people from a Christmas party and sent us all downstairs into the pub. And the pub was already packed. It was packed. It was like sardines in a can. There were people everywhere. And they basically wanted to turn that little function room into a nightclub. But the problem was that our DJ had been booked till 12 o'clock. So he was absolutely laughing because he worked for 4 hours and then got the next 2 for free. And we were all, all of our staff, I almost mentioned the company there. All of the staff were downstairs and we're all just standing there looking like headless chickens because we had no idea what to do. And
oh my God, yeah.
It was just so awkward and disappointing. It was so disappointing.
Jarring.
It was very jarring because no one knew what to do, and we couldn't sit anywhere. We couldn't go anywhere because all the tables had been taken up. And by the time, I don't know about you, but I found there was also not a lot of food being handed out.
I made sure to get a lot of food.
Yeah, see, a lot of it was seafood, and I don't eat seafood. So I literally had like 2 sliders and 2 drinks, and it was just such an underwhelming night for me.
I made sure to like get my fill. I ate pizza. I ate a bunch of pizza, a bunch of fried chicken, bunch of anything
there
I
was
could put in my
pizza,
mouth.
wasn't there? Yeah, I forgot about the pizza. Okay, I take back my comment on the food
pizza.
then.
You take that? Okay, it's like nah.
Yeah.
Well, and then I was getting G'd up to like, okay, I'll start hitting on some hot ladies, and then it was like, that's over.
Yeah.
You know?
What from our work?
Yeah.
What have I told you? How many times
you know what?
do I have to tell you, stop hitting on the women in our office?
You make it sound like I'm a sexual deviant. I'm not a sexual deviant.
You are.
I'm not. I don't go to the bathrooms and put cameras up. I'm just like asking, hey, you seem cool. We're vibing. Things are going well. You interested in going on a date? I'm not even a first date bang dude. You know that. I'm a goddamn gentleman.
It's fine when you do it to like 1 or 2 women, but when you do it to every single woman in the office, you just look desperate.
God. Oh my God. Did I ever hit on you before I knew you? No, did I?
I haven't been single for 8 years.
No, but I wouldn't know that. Like, in this situation that I'm hitting on every single woman.
Do you know what? You probably tried to, and I'm just so oblivious to it now because I've been in a long-term relationship.
Gross.
I don't know.
Nah.
You could have, and
No,
I probably
not
would have
once.
just seen it as you being friendly because you're a creep. And the other reason...
Oh my God.
The other reason you were single...
I take all those nice things I said. I'm taking it away.
Yes, see, you regret it now.
God damn.
The other reason you were single is because...
It was so wholesome in the middle.
When we got kicked out, we were standing near the bar downstairs, and you turned to me and you go, I just farted. And I was like...
I did that. Yeah. No, that's different. That's just me being a gross dude who's comfortable around
disgusting.
people. Like, I would say that's
It is
like,
disgusting.
That's different to I'm a sexual deviant who wants to put all the women in my van.
That is why
drive.
you are single, because you fart in pubs, and that is gross. You're lucky I didn't smell anything.
I'm a man who farts in a pub. Wow, it's so rare in Australia.
So disgusting.
Lord have mercy.
So disgusting.
God damn. Nah, okay. You know what? This is a good point to go on the next tangent. If you enjoy us yelling and screaming at each other, we're gonna try a podcast idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna. It's gonna be about movie debates. It's gonna be about us yelling at each other for the purposes of making us seem like idiots, but in a fun way. Don't know what it's called yet, but the basic premise is we'll find out later.
I was gonna say, don't say it yet, because I don't want anyone to steal our idea.
No spoilers, but it will just be, the core of it is us being argumentative fools in a constructed way.
Yes.
Which we hope you enjoy. We don't even know how it's going to sound yet. We're not even at that stage of testing.
No.
But if you're interested in it, let us know on our socials. Ow! Oh, I just banged the crap out of my elbow. Let us know on our socials, at What Do You Dream Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and What Do You Dream Podcast at gmail.com. Also, if you like YouTube, keep an eye on YouTube next year.
Yes.
I'm not going to give you a date because we can't commit to a date.
Nope.
but there's something.
But if you follow our socials, you will find out when we will be back up and running next year with our fresh faces and fresh voices and fresh dreams and fresh podcast.
I can't go anymore. And we're not gonna just hit you with one episode. It'll be 3. We're gonna be doing a big drop. It's gonna be a big drop don't worry, Kristi. It's not like there's going to be a lot of time. We're going to do a lot of prep. Don't worry. It's going to be a lot of prep. We're going to be big, strong people. We're going to mix it up. We're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Easy for someone to say who has no life.
Excuse me? Your life is just, I go to the gym and go disappear into the bush like Ivan Milat.
Except I don't murder people, or do I?
Not yet. Well, not that I know, because you're either really good at it or really bad at it.
I have no idea why I said that. I am not a murderer.
What did you say? What did you say?
I was like, or do I? I don't murder anyone. I promise, I'm a good person.
You could barely kill a chicken.
I couldn't kill a chicken. Actually, funny story about that. I know someone who moved to a rural property recently, and they had chickens in their chicken coop, and one of them was not doing too well. It was obviously sick, and she couldn't kill the chicken, right? And I mean, if you're going to kill any animal, a chicken would have to be one of the easiest animals to kill. You just snap its neck, right? And if you're going to move to a rural property, you have to be prepared to do stuff like that.
Yes.
But she couldn't, so she took it to the vet, and it cost them $80 to put down a chicken. $80 to put down a chicken.
God damn.
I know.
You buy so much chicken meat with that.
It was very sick. I think it was very sick. And I was like, just let it die. She was like, I couldn't. I felt so cruel. And I'm like, you're in a rural property. What are you going to do if foxes get in, or snakes, or
anything? Like, there's so much. Like, if you really, really, really don't want to have to kill, like, snap it, get a sharp knife.
Yeah.
Get a sharp axe. Chop its head off.
Going back to your point where I just disappear into the bush, I don't just go into the bush and come back like a week later.
Go bush.
Unshaven, dirty hair, like sticks in my hair.
Beard.
I go camping. There's a big difference than disappearing into the bush and just coming back a week later.
Well, where do you go camping? In the bush. Bushy areas, rural areas. You're basically, again...
I'm not a caveman.
Yeah, you're a cave woman. But that's what... And I think that's the thing. So, speaking of no lives, what have you got planned on Christmas? Are you just going to do family stuff? Got big family stuff planned? Anywhere? You going to go anywhere?
Nah, I don't think we'll go anywhere. But my husband's family just bought 24 acres down in Goulburn, which is about 2 hours from here. Yeah. So, it's got a house and it's really nice. So we'll probably spend a lot of time there riding dirt bikes, and there's 2 dams, so I can probably go supping on the dam. But
okay.
The dams aren't very big, but it'll be fun anyway.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
That's about it. I mean, I don't plan on doing a lot. I just want to relax. I'm fucking over this year, hey.
Yeah, I'm over so much myself. I just can't. Can't do.
What are you gonna do? You gonna have a shower? You gonna shower?
I'll shower tonight. No, actually, no, it's not bath night. I do Epsom salt baths because that shit helps my knee because I'm old. But I'm not planning anything big. We got some Christmas stuff planned. I'm going to be catching up with some mates, but some of them are working through Christmas, or not on Christmas Day, but they're working through that period, which kind of sucks. But I think I'm going to be doing a lot more just because I got to do a lot of thinking. I'm in a transitional stage of my life at the moment, and seems to be every goddamn bloody year. It's always, every year seems to be bigger and bigger in terms of transitions, but I gotta plan futures and stuff like that. So, I gotta do that, but also I'm gonna probably get some... I might try and finish another episode of that show I was working on, because it's been so long since I've worked on it.
I know, you haven't written an episode in ages. I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too, because I keep on coming up with more ideas and I'm just not putting pen to paper.
No.
But, it hasn't been a very,
It hasn't been a very creative, stimulating year. It
hasn't been. And, more so now, just for speaking for myself, it's just been rough. And as much as it's good to do the podcast, I feel like all my creative energy gets drained, and I'm like, I've been funny this week. I can't be funny anymore. But I guess that's just, that's a new thing to work on. But yeah, I think it's going to be good because I'm really just wanting to relax too. Like, I just need to not think about... I just need to not have that Sunday gloom of, it's Monday tomorrow,
Yeah.
Just need to not have that for, just not have to worry about anything. Just have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Don't worry about crap and then deal with 2022, which is going to be so much easier to say.
Yes.
Like, 2021 sucked.
Oh,
2022, it's probably going to suck. It's all going to suck. Who cares? Like, maybe 2022 will be the year I find somebody and maybe I get picked up on a TV show. That might happen. I don't know. I've got to wait. First Dates Australia. Who knows?
I want to see you on First Dates Australia. I want to see you on that show so bad.
If I ever get on that show, I'll be grouped with probably the complete opposite to me. Some super high maintenance bimbo who's like, oh my god, I have to have my phone on my face all the time. Like, it's gonna be like that, and then I'm gonna just be like, do I lean into the conflict just so but do it in a really nice way so she seems like a psycho. So it's like, oh man, and then it's just like, well, it's like, will you have another day? But like, no, I'll just go and do my podcast. Insert name here.
Yeah, the only reason I want you to go on that show is to plug our podcast.
Of course, so then we can grow our Australian audience. Not to say that our Vietnamese, Indonesian, Saudi Arabia, and Indian listeners aren't important. You are.
You are.
It's the lazy Australian listeners that need to get a kick up the bum. You guys are doing the hard yards by listening to us speak. Yeah, it's like, and I think that's a good point to end on.
Yeah.
I think this has been a really good. We've enjoyed 2021 has ups and downs, but I think this podcast has definitely been one of those ups. And it has been very enjoyable. And I would like to thank you, Kristi, for your time. And creating this with me.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for the same thing.
It comes off sad when you're following me. I had the initiative. But no, thank you. I'm joking. But thank you very much. And thank you to everyone who's still
thank you
listening,
to our listeners.
Yes, thank you again. Follow us on our Instagrams, our Facebooks. Just keep in touch. We love hearing from you. Again, thank you so much for listening, if indeed you still are. I've been Nick with Kristi saying thank you and Christmas time, Merry time, New Year.
Merry Christmas!